Hey guys, the Super Review Show for another episode of Why You Should Listen To. This is the show where I break down artists and some of their albums that I talk about. The music is just that good. You should definitely check out these artists. And I did mention on our Mixed Bag show that this band did release a new album recently, but I'm here to talk about less about the new album, but more as them as a band in general. I'm here to talk about Tears for Fears, ladies and gentlemen. Tears for Fears. This is obviously their biggest, most successful record, Songs from the Big Chair. But this band is underrated. A lot of the new wave bands in general from the 80s that are still making music today are underrated, in my opinion. But I just want to talk about this record for a second. Songs from the Big Chair is a great record. It is truly a work of art. It stands the test of time. And the material on it still sounds great with Shout, The Working Hour, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Mother's Talk, I Believe, Broken, Head Over Heels, and Listen. This is one of the most pivotal albums of the 1980s. Came out in 1985. And Tears for Fears is a band, though. They just released The Tipping Point back in, I think it was earlier this year, in February or March of this year in 2022. This band is still going strong. Who would have thought? I saw them live recently, too. At first, I was like, I'm not sure how I'm going to like them. I like a couple of their songs, and it turns out it was a really well done show. They actually had a really, really, really good, stage presence. I saw them at Jones Beach, which was really cool, and they were awesome. I was surprised about how well the material went over well. Sowing the Seeds of Love, other stuff off their first album. They're a really great band, and they are mainly known for, on Spotify at least, that they're mainly known for Everybody Wants to Rule the World, which is a great song. It's very close to reaching 1 billion streams on Spotify. It's a great song. I'm sure there's been other songs that have been reached 1 billion streams that I think, why? But then some of them are older, and they're like, oh, that's great that people know these songs. And this is a band that is a new wave band, but they have other great songs as well. When I saw them at Jones Beach, they played some songs off the Tipping Point. They played a lot of songs off the Tipping Point, the new record. They played the 3 big hits off this record. They played Everyone Wants to Rule the World, they played Shout, and they played Head Over Heels. It was a great show overall. I was just floored. And would I see them again? Probably not, because, as great as they were, would I see them again? The tickets were really cheap. But would I again? Probably not. Unless they were doing a co-headlining with another band, maybe I would. But that's another conversation for another time. But they're mainly known for Everybody Wants to Rule the World on Spotify, and yet they have so many other great songs from the 80s and their most recent album, The Tipping Point. So, Tears for Fears is one of these bands that just has kind of been under the radar for a little while. They really don't, outside of their new record, they really don't play a lot that often, but they are still a really good, they still tour, they still do great, and truthfully, if you want to get into a new wave sound, but in a modern context, like I said, listen to their new album, The Tipping Point. If you really want to get to know them as a band, go back to this album, Songs from the Big Chair, and the other one, I believe it's called Sowing the Seeds of Love, that's the other one. I forget the name of their first album. But it's a really great record, really great band, just an overall great band, guys. I'm surprised that not many people talk about them outside of 2 or 3. That's the thing. Most new wave artists, they're only known for that 1 or 2 big hits from the 80s, and that's all people remember them for. Whereas the hardcore fan will be like, oh, I know them for Head Over Heels. I know them for Mother Talk. I know them for I Believe or Listen. The fact that these songs and these bands are so under the radar because they're only known for one song from the 80s, it's kind of sad. I think you should listen to Tears for Fears because they are... Originally, I was like, they're coming to Jones Beach. I'm not sure. Should I go see them? And Garbage opened up for them. Garbage was really fun live as well. But Tears for Fears was a really... If you want to get into a band with different sound, new wave sound effects, but are still put out great content today, check out Tears for Fears. Just go on Spotify, tap on any song, and I guarantee you will probably enjoy it because the music is just that good. It's not like it's overproduced. It's not like it's featuring anyone. It's really solid material that I think you guys should check out. So That's why I think you should listen to Tears for Fears. But what do you think? Are you a Tears for Fears fan out there? Jump in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you gotta do. But for all of your why you should listen to videos and many more, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man is off to rock. I'll see you guys later.